People often say that life becomes peaceful after 60, but there is a truth that most older adults carry quietly in their hearts. It is a truth that feels heavy, uncomfortable, and sometimes even shameful to admit. The truth is simple. Many parents discover that the phone rings only when someone needs something. Not to talk, not to connect, not to ask how you are, but to request a favor, solve a problem, or fix a crisis. If this feels familiar, you are not imagining it, and you are not wrong for feeling the sting of it. Feeling hurt by this does not mean you are ungrateful or demanding. It means you are human. It means that deep inside, you still want the same thing every person wants at any age: to be valued, to be seen, to matter beyond what you can give. For decades of your life, you have been the reliable one, the responsible one, the one who kept the family standing through storms, sacrifices, bills, sleepless nights, and endless worry. You were the one who stayed strong so others could fall apart, and in that process, you learned to put your own needs aside, again and again. But something painful happens with that kind of history. People get used to it. They stop noticing the weight you carry. They forget that even the strongest shoulders also get tired. And sometimes they begin to treat your reliability as if it were unlimited, as if your time no longer belongs to you, as if you exist only to support others. Picture this moment, one that many older adults know too well. You are enjoying a quiet afternoon, maybe reading, maybe resting, maybe simply breathing in the peace that you worked so long to earn. Then the phone rings. Your heart lifts for a moment. Maybe it is your child calling to talk. Maybe they want to share something joyful or ask how your day is going. You pick up the phone with warmth in your voice, and then you hear it. Can you help me with something? Can you send money until next week? Can you watch the kids? Can you take care of this one thing for me? Can you fix it? Can you handle it? And just like that, the hope fades. Not because you do not love your family, you do, deeply. That love never leaves. But because the call was not for you, it was for your usefulness. That quiet ache settles in your chest once again. You end the conversation trying to convince yourself that it is fine, that this is part of life, that you should not expect more. But a small voice inside whispers something you can no longer ignore. Why does no one call just to talk? Why does no one ask how I am doing? Why does it feel like I only matter when someone needs help? This is not bitterness. This is loneliness. A very specific kind of loneliness. The kind that comes not from being alone, but from being needed in all the wrong ways. So let us understand why this happens. Not to blame anyone, not to divide families, but to shine light on something that too many older adults carry in silence. Psychology gives us 3 gentle answers. First, patterns repeat themselves. If you are always the person who solved everything, people will assume you still can and still should. They forget that you are older now. They forget that you deserve rest. They forget because you trained them, through decades of kindness, to rely on you. Second, the pace of life for younger generations is fast and full of pressure. Work, children, bills, expectations, time limits. In this rush, they forget something essential. They forget that you have a life too, a schedule, a body that gets tired, a heart that still needs connection. They forget because their world is loud and your world is quiet. Third, society has created a harmful myth. The myth that once you retire, your time is wide open. That after 60 or 70, you stop having goals, plans, or dreams. That your day is always empty and available. But retirement does not remove your humanity. It does not erase your right to rest. It does not mean your time stops belonging to you. Here is the truth that you deserve to hear. A truth that might feel uncomfortable at first, but will set you free. After 60, you are not required to be the family rescue line. You are not the help desk for every problem. You are not the emotional sponge that absorbs every crisis. You are not the default babysitter, the emergency wallet, or the fixer of all mistakes. You are allowed to protect your time. You are allowed to protect your energy. You are allowed to protect your peace. And doing so does not mean you love people any less. It simply means you finally love yourself too. You can care deeply about your children without carrying every burden for them. You can support your family sometimes without giving away all of yourself. You can be present without being consumed. One of the most powerful things you can do is this. When someone calls only to ask for something, pause, take a gentle breath, and say one simple truth. I will think about it. Or I can help sometimes, but not always. Or today I need to take care of myself. These words feel heavy the first time you try them, because for so many years you were trained to say yes, to avoid conflict, to keep the peace even at the cost of your own needs. But saying no is not the collapse of love. It is the beginning of balance, and something beautiful happens when you begin to honor your limits. People start to understand that you are not a service, you are a person. They begin to see you again. They begin to appreciate you, not just depend on you, and the relationships that remain become healthier, more equal, and more meaningful. Remember this. Your value is not measured by how much you do for others. Your worth is not defined by your usefulness. Your identity is not a list of favors granted over the years. You are a whole human being with dreams, memories, interests, and needs. And those needs do not disappear just because you turn 60, 70, or 80. In fact, they become even more important. You deserve connection that feels real. You deserve conversations that do not revolve around help. You deserve to feel wanted, not simply needed. If you have ever felt forgotten except in moments of convenience, you are not alone. Many older adults carry this exact same pain, and many are starting to understand that their time, peace, and energy are precious. Not unlimited, not disposable, precious. Life after 60 is not about giving everything away. It is about choosing when to give, how to give, and to whom you give your time. It is about living with dignity, freedom, and emotional safety. It is about remembering that you deserve love based on presence, not usefulness. Now I want to hear from you. Has this happened to you? Have you ever felt that someone only calls when they need something? Share your experience in the comments. Your story may be exactly what another person needs to feel understood today. And if you want more honest conversations about life after 60, subscribe and stay with us.